Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we're taking a look at a pair of Akoni sunglasses that are fake. And a viewer of the channel actually bought these sunglasses on a very popular auction website for a little under $200 US. And first off, I do want to mention, never buy designer sunglasses from popular auction websites. Only go with trusted sellers that have been proven to be honest through the industry, or of course authorized sellers as well. We also do have a website, full disclaimer, shadereviewstore.com, and I personally authenticate every single thing that comes in the door. I've been in the sunglass industry for over 10 years, so I know how to spot a fake from 1,000 miles away. It's super easy. And a quick disclaimer here, I absolutely hate everything to do with fake sunglasses. They potentially can be very damaging to your eyes. They can cause macular degeneration and also eye cancers and a ton of other horrible things. Also, you're gypping the founders of the company, you're gypping the designers, all the people who actually work to create something that's unique and high quality. You're gypping them out of their money, out of their time. You're stealing from the people who own this company. And if you buy something from a thief, you're no better than the thief. It's just absolutely horrible, and I completely disown everything to do with fake sunglasses. And at the end of this video, of course, I am going to destroy this on camera. That way you guys know absolutely certain how I feel about fake designer sunglasses. All right, so here we have the packaging, and this is like a knockoff of their first generation packaging, where it was very simplistic and not nearly as fancy and nice as it is right now. Obviously, if you're paying $1,200 for a pair of sunglasses, you would expect better packaging than this. So let's go ahead and pull the little ribbon here and open it up. And here we are greeted with a pretty decent looking case from Akoni, and this is actually what their old cases used to look like. Now they have really nice aluminum cases, which would probably cost about $100 to produce alone, and never mind including it on a fake pair of sunglasses. And then next here, we have this little cardboard envelope, and if we take a look at the edges here, we can see how sharp they are, and it seems like the blade was very dull that cut these. On a real pair of sunglasses, this would be absolutely perfect, as you would imagine, if again you're spending $1,200. Then the only thing here is going to be our little cleaning cloth, and the cleaning cloth feels really bad. It feels very stiff, and it does not feel like a good microfiber material to it, so just a really kind of cheap material. And then of course it has the warranty information there as well, and a QR code. It probably goes to Akoni's website because that would not be hard to fake. But the next thing we're gonna do is actually take a look at these sunglasses. And again, if this is all you got when you spent $1,200 on a pair of sunglasses, this would be really disappointing, right? So of course that is not the case if you buy a real pair of these sunglasses. So let's go ahead and pop the packaging to the side and take a look at the actual sunglasses themselves. So let's go ahead and flip up the case here. And here we can see the case actually is not perfect. It actually has like a little bit of a bend to it. And that definitely would not be there on an authentic pair of sunglasses. And then next up, we actually have the sunglasses themselves. The little insert's all bent and looks really bad as well. It looks like they did a bad job sewing it. And actually, it's just sewed in there, and you could actually probably pretty easily kind of rip that up. You can see with just a little bit of a pull, I've actually already torn it just a little bit there, which is kind of surprising. You'd think it would be a little bit better quality than that, but basically just low-end materials on this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging here, and here we can see it actually says Italy, even though these sunglasses are supposedly made in Japan. So again, another telltale sign that they are fake. Also, there were no logos on the box. I forgot to mention that, so no stickers or anything like that. That's again going to be another red flag. Of course, not every pair has a logo on it, but a red flag is if the one doesn't have any type of sticker or any model information on the actual box. So here are the actual sunglasses themselves. And if you look at them from far away, they definitely do look authentic. They do look like they have basically everything that they should. But when you actually put your hands on these frames, you can instantly feel that they are fake and that they don't feel good at all. Taking a look at the hinge here, we can see it's very beefy and very strong looking, very robust hinge. Definitely surprised at how beefy that looks like. And that's the way it's supposed to be on a real pair as well. Another thing that I want to mention here is instantly when feeling this pair of sunglasses, I can feel that it has a really heavy weight. This is not a light pair of sunglasses. I did actually already put it on a scale, and this pair of sunglasses came in at 48 grams. I'm not entirely sure what a real pair would weigh, but definitely not 48 grams because real pair would be made out of titanium, and these are like made out of a stainless steel material, I believe. Now, if we take a look here in the top right corner of the lens, we can see it does have the Akoni logo, which they etched into the lens, and it's actually going to be a little bit crooked. It's not going to be perfectly centered as well, which is definitely something kind of interesting, just kind of some sloppiness and laziness. It does also have an Akoni etching here on the top brow bar. Now, if we take a look at the inside right temple of the frames, you can see it says made in Japan, and then the dimensions there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the inner left temple of the sunglasses, and here we can see it has the model number, and then also says 58 category 3. Well, first off, a huge red flag is going to be the fact that these are clearly not a category 3 lens. These are a category 2 lens. They're not nearly dark enough to become a category 3 lens. So that is a major discrepancy right off the rip. An authentic pair of these sunglasses would say category 2 instead of category 3. And then the other thing here that was really concerning is the fact that it does say 58 millimeters, because I guarantee you these lenses are not 58 millimeters. And you know what? Let's actually go ahead and measure the lenses. So here you can see we have it zeroed out when it is closed. Let's go ahead and open this up and then actually get the measurement of this lens. And here we can see these actually have 63 millimeter lenses. So these are not 58 millimeter lenses. So again, a telltale sign that your pair of sunglasses is fake is if it says that it's 58 millimeter lens size and the actual lens size there is going to be 63 millimeters. So super, super fake just by doing that quick test. And I think you can probably get a tool like this for probably about $20 that'll be relatively accurate. You don't have to spend a ton of money and buy a fancy one like I have in today's video. It'll all be close enough within a millimeter difference. Whenever I make these videos on fake sunglasses, people always want me to try them on, and I think it's disgusting. I hate even putting fake eyewear on. Of course, I am indoors, so there's not really gonna be any UV radiation, so it's not gonna be damaging to my eyes if I'm wearing these indoors. Of course, for a couple seconds, probably not gonna be terrible anyways, but yeah, I hate wearing them, but I will put them on for this video, and here we can see they look absolutely massive. These aren't anywhere near the actual 58 millimeter lens size that they are supposed to be. And that's the case it is with a lot of fake sunglasses from China. They oversize them like crazy. They get a lot of the other details right, but they oversize them because that's kind of what's trendy and cool over in China. And I don't understand why, but these look absolutely terrible. And they're definitely not a 58 millimeter lens size. Now, something that I did think was pretty interesting is the end caps actually are twisted on. So here we can see they actually are threaded. And that's definitely kind of a cool thing that I did not expect a fake pair of sunglasses to have. Now, the sunglasses actually do have an anti-reflective material, which I was really, really surprised about. I assumed that they were not gonna have an anti-reflective material, but these do have an AR coating, as you can see here on the back side. And then the nose pads are made out of metal material. Now, they are not ceramic like they are on an authentic pair. All right, and the last thing that I want to show off here is the fact that these frames are actually not made out of titanium, and it's super easy to prove this. All you do is you're going to kind of open up the temple here, and then we're going to give it a quick little bend. If it was made out of titanium, I'd bend it and then it'd quickly snap back to its original position. Where here on this pair, if I bend it, wow, look at that. You can see it automatically holds that bend. It has memory. Titanium does not have a memory like this, and it's just gonna bend back after doing a slight little adjustment like that. It would just completely bend back, where here we can see it keeps that bend. So let's go ahead and bend it again. And again, it's just holding that bend no matter what I do. And if I bend it back and forth just a couple of times, it's just gonna break clean off just like that. So it really did not take much to break this off. And again, titanium is not gonna break off like that. Titanium is actually a very brittle material. So if you bend titanium, it's going to get to a point where it's just gonna snap off. Where here, we can see it does not get to a point where it snaps off. It actually just completely bends. And stainless steel has a memory like that, where if you kind of work the material back and forth, then it will snap off. It's not gonna snap off the first time. It's just going to bend a lot the first time. And then after kind of working it a couple times like this, it's actually then gonna go ahead and snap off. Or again, titanium is just going to get to a breaking point where it's just gonna break clean off. So that is basically a telltale sign that your pair of sunglasses are fake if it does have that kind of muscle memory and it's supposed to be titanium. So this test will work on any pair of sunglasses that claim that they are titanium, every single pair. To break the bridge here is gonna be super easy. All we do is just kind of bend it like this, and we can see that we are doing some catastrophic damage there as well. And again, we can see all of this metal is not actually titanium. Titanium would not hold like this. It would just completely break, or it would just stay stiff and then flex back to its original position like that. So again, not titanium bridge, as you can imagine there as well. And also way, way softer. Titanium is way stronger. I'm not actually using that much effort at all to break these. Titanium is gonna be way, way stronger. That hinge just snapped off so very easily. Very, very easily there to break that hinge off. And again, on an authentic pair, it would be way, way harder to break that hinge off. I'm gonna go ahead and try to break the hinge on this side as well, while of course trying not to cut myself. And yeah, just a little bit of force. I'm not using that much force at all. That was not a lot of force. I'm not that strong. And we can see it completely broke off here at the hinges. And the little arm here seems like it was the weakest point, and the screw is actually stronger than that arm, and that's what caused it to break off at that point. All right, and I forgot to mention this earlier in the video, but these frames do in fact have magnetic properties to them, and titanium really has no magnetic properties unless you have an extremely, extremely strong commercial magnet. Even rare earth magnets really don't work good with titanium, but this is just kind of like a weak little magnet right here, and you can see I'm able to pick it up at will basically with it, even though it is extremely weak. So that's another sign to tell if your frames are made out of real titanium or not. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload brand new videos like this one to the YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.